Hey everyone, this is my only Halloween tutorial that I'm going to be doing this year because I've been really busy and I just wanted to do something really quick and easy because I don't want to spend a lot of money, and I had this leftover wig that I wore last year as Nicki Minaj, and I figured, what can I do with this? And I was like, I had this idea earlier in the year to be a Kimoji. So I was like, there is that one Kimoji where she's wearing like a pink wig, and then I just cut out these, I made these cute little emojis that she has on her app. And so this is basically the look. If you guys want to continue watching to figure out how to do this, just tune on in. And if you guys like what you see, you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. These Kimojis that I made on my body, I have Slay, AF, and Lit. Were just made out of paper, and then I made also the little peach, because I mean you have to make the peach because that is just classic to Kim Kardashian. So this is basically really cheap and easy. I did this with color pens. It took me literally less than 10 minutes to draw, maybe 10-15 minutes to draw these little Kimojis, and you could just stick them all over your body. And I would suggest wearing one of her signature bodysuits that she's known for, or a cute little dress that looks like Kim Kardashian. Whatever is in your closet that works. I mean, it's easy. Don't spend too much time. This is just a last minute Halloween tutorial. So I mean, whatever you have in your closet, just utilize that. But everything is pretty simple. If you want to add lashes, you can, but I just kept it really simple because I mean, I'm really not trying to do too much and not trying to spend too much. So yeah, this is pretty much the finalized look, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we're totally ready to get started. You want to go ahead and moisturize your face, and I'm using this Aqua or Nature Republic Aqua cream, and it's really nice and cool, and it makes your skin feel really moisturized and just overall amazing. I'm so obsessed with this. I have to do an in-depth tutorial on this later. And then go ahead and take your favorite face primer. I'm using my Mercier one. And I'm just going to put that all over my face before I start color correcting. And, I'm just using a combination of the NYX Cosmetic one and the Morphe palette that I have to conceal the dark areas, the redness, and just make sure I have an even base before I start putting on my foundation. And I'm just using a beauty blender to blend that out. And then taking my Cover FX foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all over, and don't worry too much if your face looks a little flat because later on we're going to add more dimension to it. So as long as it looks good, you're fine. And then I'm going to go over my foundation with this little Mimi box kind of sponge because it makes my skin look way more flawless even after using a brush. This is my favorite technique to do now. And here we start the concealing process. Just go ahead and do the downwards triangle, and then you know how it all goes. We don't even need a lesson on this. And you go ahead and blend it out. And I'm starting to conceal with the Anastasia contour palette. And I'm going to start off with the cream just because I want it to look more flawless, and I need to make myself look a little more chiseled because Kim is very narrow in terms of her face structure, and I'm completely opposite. And to snatch that nose, you kind of want to add a little bit of concealer on the sides of the nose and just go ahead and blend that out so it looks way more narrow. And then I'm going to take this cream kind of contour onto the over what I've already created because I just kind of like a three-dimensional look, and I love this Perricone Cosmetics. It's just so flawless. This is so good for a natural girl. But I'm putting this on top because it has more of a yellow base to it. And then I'm going to bronze my face because you can't be Kim Kardashian with a little bronzer. And I'm just gonna go over everything that I pretty much already contoured before, and then I'm gonna add another layer of the bronzer, but I'm using a different product. So you kind of just want to go ahead and build up your product because it looks way more dimensional and it just looks more realistic, and it just looks better, to be honest. And then don't forget the nose bridge because girl, you don't want your contour looking all funky. You know what I mean? You got to make sure everything is blended and cohesive. And we're going to start off with the eyes. So I'm using my Urban Decay primer, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a typical smoky eye. So you start off with your cream base, you add a black matte eyeshadow, and then you just kind of smoke it out with a brown, light brown, or nice, whatever transition color you want to use. And I'm going to be using my NikkieTutorials black it's called Wanted, and it's like this perfect matte black. Taking Painkiller from the NikkieTutorials palette, I'm just going to blend that little crease out, and make sure with this eye shape you're not doing like cat eye, because the Kimoji, if you look at it, it's more of like a big round cartoon eye. So that's why I'm not really winging it out, because normally I would do that, but in this case I'm not doing that. So, you know, I guess if you kind of want to do it the way you want to, it's up to you, but personally for me, I think this Kimoji, she's like not looking very wide. She's looking more narrow-minded. Or narrow-minded, I mean narrow-faced. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. And go ahead and add more black as you please. And then you can start outlining your wing by starting at the bottom and then bringing it up a little bit. And you don't want to flick it too long, because the cartoon, it's not really, like I said, the Kimoji is not very cat eye, so you just don't want to do a big wing liner, but you want to have a decently sized one. So whatever you kind of feel like, but this is kind of the way I'm going to do it. Let's move on to the brows. I'm taking my Benefit brow Shazam thingy, my bob, I think. And I'm just going to comb out my hair, and then I'm going to start outlining my brow. So the Kimoji, the brow looks very straight. So you're just going to go ahead and draw a straight brow. And I usually outline and then I fill it in. And, you know, using this product has really made it easier for me to do my brows. And one thing I really like doing is drawing it out first and then using the spoolie side to kind of like feather it out, and it looks a little bit more natural and not as harsh. So, you know, you can try different techniques, but this is kind of like how I kind of do my eyebrows now. And then I just go back, darken the areas I want to dark, use a spoolie, and then kind of create that more ombre shape or look. Clean up those brows so you get that razor sharp look, and then blend that out. Make sure you can't see those lines, and if you want to clean up any fallout, go ahead and start doing that now, because you're almost done. And taking this lipstick, I think it's a Ulta one, and I'm going to list the name below. I'm just going to put that as my base, and then I'm going to go over it with a black eyeshadow, because I didn't have a dark kind of lipstick. So you can do this technique, or you can just use a regular black lipstick. It's kind of up to you, but I kind of like that it had kind of a burgundy undertone to it. And I'm going to highlight using the Becca Afterglow palette, and you know, I'm doing a slight highlight. You can go ahead and go all out, but I think I wanted to stick as closely to the Kimoji as possible. So here's the final look, guys.